say action.
You can go action, yeah.
Do it.
Do whatever
Action.
you want.
Do it.
Yeah.
You're on.
Yeah.
Make love to the camera.
Okay.
That's how you look.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Right.
Righto, we're doing the workshop walkthrough.
Beer stroll.
Beer stroll.
Isn't that it?
Come this way.
Yeah, walk this way.
And if you're wondering how we've done the magic of filming, we've got our own millennial.
Yeah, we bought a millennial. We got one off AliExpress.
He's cheap.
Yeah, he's cheap. Yeah.
So we've done a little bit on butchers. Obviously, we've covered it up because we were grinding and stuff.
We're just still waiting on the headers to come back from
competition coding.
Yeah.
We put the Nerf bars on real quick. You see that? Look at that. Real quick. Right, walk this way.
This is Cody's fancy bench that he brought out, which now, because it's here, it's like possession's 9/10 of the law, so it's now ours.
It's our bench.
Our bench, yeah.
The Cody's on the camera.
Yeah, so he can't argue because he doesn't want to talk. He's like that dentist. We can't show you his face. Okay, and this is just some more stuff that he's. What's this? Anti-squat, anti-roll bar?
Anti-roll bar.
Anti-roll bar thing. That just arrived for him. He's got all the fancy stuff.
Yeah, unboxing.
And that was his bender. He was using that today.
And I'll do a video of the bender. So at the end, we'll talk about what we're doing here. Then I'll do a bit of Cody's stuff. His bender and his welding and his rear end. We're going to talk about Cody's backside.
Cody's rear end. Okay.
Cody's rear end.
We did a bit on this, like this cap. We don't know who built it, but anyway, this side of the roof was a lot higher. It was like 7 mil higher than the rest. So basically, I had to take a slice out of there and bring that whole corner down. So I've got all that up. I'm trying to get it all straightened up and evened up so we can start getting this into primer and start doing some things on it.
So Doug's 55, of course we haven't got the microphones on, hopefully it works.
Can you hear us? Yeah.
We started mounting the air conditioning unit up under the dash. Doug came in, we measured the steering column and all that sort of stuff and started stripping the engine bay, ready to paint that.
Yep.
The Barracuda, we did the
repairs in the back quarters.
You can't see them.
The GMC?
The GMC's back, we had a couple of minor electrical gremlins, nothing big. 15 minutes and we had that fixed and he just wanted us to just check it over. All good.
This pickup, I did the fuel lines, brake lines. You can see I've got brake lines running up here ready to, when the body goes back on, I can then finish off those. So all the brake lines, fuel lines are run. Exhaust is half done. I'm just waiting in the coilover so I can check clearance because the exhaust goes over the diff and it's quite tight back there, so I just need the coilovers just to make sure I've got enough room. What else?
And then we should just talk about Cody's car.
Let's talk about Cody's car.
We should make Cody talk about Cody's
The beast.
car. No, he won't talk about Cody.
Yeah.
He's scared.
So this is a 30-31 coupe on 32 rails. So it's got the extra bit at the back, which Cody's put in because it's going to be a bit lower. Sheet metal, 9 inch, so that's all quite fancy. And he's just been working on getting this chromoly tube in here. So what he's doing is all of his K-frame and all of his cross members and that are all going to be welded to the outside of the chassis rail, and then he will do his boxing just for added strength. So they'll be welded on this side in there, and then the boxing plates welded on, then welded back around there instead of just welding straight to the boxing plates. Because it eventually will probably have quite big horsepower. So he's just sort of trying to future-proof it so that if he ever does decide to turn it up, it'll handle the horsepower, you know. So, yeah, so he's been working on that. Now he's got to make his rods. And then do the rest of the K-frame. He's done his engine mounts. Did those the other day. But because he's not here all the time, so he can normally only squeeze in a couple of days every few weeks. Although he is planning on a big push in a month's time, he'll smash out a week and be finished. We'll be doing burnouts in the car park. Why is Cody looking? Why is he laughing?
Oh,
you know? So basically that's it. So, yeah, 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 so basically that's it Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
That's it. I'll come back and do this. Now, there's not really enough room for both of us here, but I'm going to come in anyway. We'll get close. Yeah, so that's it. And so in a minute, like after this introduction, we'll do a few pictures and some little bits and pieces about Cody's rear end.
Yeah,
Cody's rod.
Let's talk about Cody's rod a fair bit, and then it'll just get picked up in the algorithm.
Yeah, it's all very Benny Hill.
Yeah.
Cody's going, here's Benny Hill.
Yeah, Benny Hill, yeah.
Benny Hill?
Oh, and just a reminder, all those people that were thinking about coming to SEMA or doing the Grand National Roadster Tour with us,
yes.
We booked our SEMA tickets this week, and we're going for $15.60.
$15.60 return from
Which
Perth.
is from Perth, so that's cheap. That's what we were paying pre-COVID. So
if you're
thinking about it,
I reckon in Sydney would probably be 11 or 1,200 bucks. Yeah, return.
So yeah.
So
call us. We have operators standing by.
Yeah, we're waiting to take the call.
We've only got a few spots left for SEMA.
4 basically, and we've got 2 or 3 guys on the fence. So those 2 or 3 guys on the fence, come on, lock it in. Doug.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. Ren. Yeah.
We presume they all watch.
What else would they be doing
Doug
with their
does.
lives?
Doug admitted he does.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh.
Now I've got to think whether or not we really slagged him off. But he said that
did
was
we?
all right. Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, did we? No, we didn't slag him off.
No,
Promise.
He's a top bloke.
Yeah.
And you should come along, Doug, and get ideas for your 32.
That's right.
Do it.
Yes.
YOLO.
Okay.
All right.
See you later.
Goodbye.